And a battle is also heating up in Chicago right now between legalized video gaming in bars and restaurants versus sweepstakes machines that have been operating in a legal gray area so far. NBC5's Paris Schutz is joining us from Garfield Ridge on the south side to explain what the difference is between these games and how does this debate impact us, Paris?
Yeah, Alex and Allison, we've been asking that question to a lot of people today. We're at Pap's Tap in Garfield Ridge. Behind me are the sweepstakes games, some of the 5,000 that are operating across the city right now that City Council has moved to ban. Alderman Anthony Beal from the 9th Ward has led the charge, even though they just legalized video gaming terminals across the city. So the question is, what is the difference? It's really complicated, but it boils down to the fact that video gaming terminal operates like a slot machine. You put your money in, you play your game. If you're lucky, you collect your winnings. These games, sweepstakes, they cannot dispense money. You get a certificate, and then you go over and redeem your prize, which can be cash. Now, 9th Ward Alderman Beal has proposed the ban that has passed the City Council's License and Consumer Protection Committee. It would fine bars like Pap's $1,000 for the first offense, $2,000 for the second offense, and then a third offense. They get the machines taken away and potentially have their liquor license revoked. Now, Beal says you cannot trust this sweepstakes industry.
They're illegal. It's a black market, and it's a reason why they cannot be legalized here in the state of Illinois. Is because it is the dark market. It is an undercurrent, basically like liquor used to be. It's an undercurrent, and that's why the state doesn't recognize them. They won't recognize them because these people who are operating these machines most of them have records. They have, all kind of shady backgrounds and things like that.
But a trade group called the National Association of Promotional Retailers say they believe state law is on their side. As long as you don't have to pay and as long as it doesn't dispense cash, they can continue to operate. Now, they say the machines have been a lifeline for establishments like Pap's. The proprietor here, Helen Paprota, tells me she can only stay in business because of the revenue that these games are providing right now. What would happen to your business?
Well, I would lose the business after 38 years.
You would lose the entire bar.
I wouldn't have the money to pay everything.
It's easy to lump us all together, but there are bad actors, and we recognize that there are bad actors in this industry. These particular machines are not bad actors. NAPR members work really hard to follow the law. The law says that these are exempted machines. They are not gambling. They are sweepstakes. Nothing different than like the McDonald's games.
So another big difference, it costs $100,000 to get that video game license now that they've been legalized in Chicago. These sweepstakes machines, well, they don't have to pay that kind of money. Alderman Beal says the video gaming could raise up to $60 million. Mayor Johnson is against banning sweepstakes, particularly because he says the city's just not set up to police this and regulate it. So he says places like Pap's should just continue to operate and have folks come in and play these games. Allison and Alex, I don't know if it's any clearer to you. Video gaming, sweepstakes, two different things, but those differences are kind of fungible.
We're wrapping our heads around all that information, Paris.
Yeah, interesting to see both sides of the debate, though, and hear from both sides. Thank you, Paris. We appreciate it.